Hey guys, this is IntroducingEmy and we're back with another title card thumbnail thingy for Seamus, also known as SSoHPKC on YouTube, the Let's Player. You know who it is. I feel like I have to say that every time. Okay, so we're doing The Wolf Among Us, and I already kind of did this and did that and did all the things, so now we're just gonna basically do the art. So I wanted to do Seamus kind of like half woofy, like as Bigby, but like half transformed, like in his Wolfman state or whatever. To be honest, I've never read Fable, so I don't know a lot about it, like at all. So seeing Seamus play the game will be basically my first big exposure to the Fable series. I also think I want to do like heavy black shadows on the face, because it has like a really film noir kind of thing going on. Also, I think this is like probably the zillionth time I've drawn Seamus as like a disheveled detective. One second. I have like one reference. There we go. It was kind of off screen. So yeah, I kind of drew him as like a disheveled detective for, what's the name of that game? Gosh. I remember it was a PlayStation game that had been re-released, and it was like a murder mystery about murder. And there was like a symbol like that was prevalent. God, what was the name of that game? I keep wanting to say Dishonored, but I know that's not it. I think it started with a D. But anyway, I drew Seamus kind of like that film noir-y, disheveled detective trope that's like really prevalent in a lot of games right now. And then I'm gonna do like the shadow of a wolf. Let me turn off the logo for a minute. Do a different color too. So I want his muzzle to like, it's gonna be a shadow, but I'm still gonna have to kind of like outline. Something like that, like going up behind the logo. have some like lines of spit or something. I don't know, we'll do something like that. So I'm doing this kind of fast. I actually got on Skype today to talk to him because I saw everybody was posting The Wolf Among Us. Like, I totally forgot it was even coming out. And I signed on just to ask him, do you need it? And he had already asked me, and I was like, yay, okay. I kind of wish I'd already started the card, but I'm never sure what he's gonna be playing, and I don't like to be presumptuous. Like, for some reason, I totally thought he was gonna be playing Wind Waker HD, and that was not the case. I mostly just wanted to draw something in that style. So yeah, like a bunch of people have already started posting their videos for this series, and I really wanted to watch one of them, but I'm probably gonna wait until Seamus starts posting his. Like, I'm trying to think what series it was. I think it was Walking Dead that I kind of got a little ahead of myself and watched somebody else play it. And then I kind of knew what decisions Seamus would probably make, and it sort of ruined it for me a little bit. I guess that's the bad thing about games that are all based on decision making, is that there's usually not too many options. So you usually have like 2 to 4 options of like which way the story could go at any given time. And if you like know somebody's play style pretty well, if you watch somebody else's, you'll have a pretty good idea of what the other person's gonna do. So he's the one I always watch for those kind of playthroughs. So this is going to be kind of a rough one. I'm going like really freestyle on this. Like, I'm not even really. So this character's got like a part in his hair that goes like that. But you'll see when I start inking this, I'm just going to get really loosey-goosey with it. Just give him an Adam's apple. More hair. Werewolves have lots of hair. It's okay. Straw's tie. Also, I know ties aren't probably like this whooshy. I wear a tie a lot of days, so I know that they're not this whooshy, but damn it, let me have my whooshiness. And then let's go a little more centered here. See, like right there. I want it to look like he's got hair coming like off his face, like kind of doing a mutton choppy sort of thing. And this is almost like so fierce it doesn't look like him. Let's make this eye tilted down a little more and smaller. His eyes kind of do this thing where they lean down a little more on the sides. And I'm always trying to show that, but I don't know if it really comes off very well. Oh, right now it fucking doesn't. I really debated about doing this one on camera. For some reason, I was like, I knew just what I wanted to do, but I was worried it wouldn't come out very nice. And I really hate for you guys to see me like floundering on something on camera. Speaking of on camera, I dug out my webcam, and I'm thinking like not like every video, but for a lot of videos I might start doing like whatchamacallit, sort of like video in video, picture in picture, like filming myself doing the video overlay. Especially for like Redline Tuesdays, because like a lot of times I'm making like hand signals or like trying to describe something, but I'm like waving my hands in front of the camera or in front of the screen, and it doesn't really come across. So it would be nice to have a way to illustrate my points. And then right down here. Okay. I've also thought about doing like the camera fixed on my hands more so than my face, because my face is not really all that helpful for the art stuff. I don't know. It's something to think about. Like I said, I was kind of messing around with the camera I already have, but it's getting old. And to be honest, I've never found a webcam I was happy with, but everybody seems to have these like great quality webcams now, which makes me think they're a little more reasonably priced and whatnot. So I will have to look into that. One second. I'm not totally feeling that dog anatomy, but whatever. Yeah, that kind of helps. So yeah, he basically told me that he wanted The Wolf Among Us, and I was like, yay! And then I just signed off, so I hope he knows I'm working on it. Okay, that looks good. Let me turn the number off, and we'll ink it. And we'll cooler it. So in the one good piece of promo art I've found for this, there is a brick wall which I'm thinking I'm actually going to bring in one of my brick textures to help with this so I don't have to draw it. So I can cheat. And I apologize if you can hear my air conditioner or Dave banging around in the background. I think he's doing dinner? I don't know. I'm supposed to be doing dinner tonight. Me! I was gonna make us a lentil loaf. I don't know. It's kind of like a meatloaf, but instead of beef, it has lentils. We're not vegetarian. I just felt like trying it, I guess. I'd love to be pescatarian, as weird as that sounds. I'm a big fish eater anyway, but it's kind of expensive to just eat nothing but fish. I don't like have anything against beef. I'm not like a huge beef eater. My favorite is roast beef. Nom nom nom. I'm also not like a big poultry eater. For some reason, I've like convinced myself it's never cooked enough. Like every time I'm around it, I'm like, nope, put it back in for 18 more hours, you know? Like turkey, for some reason, is the only thing I ever feel is like totally cooked. Like, okay, that's good. But everything else, I'm a paranoid little sissy girl about. So I'll probably just do some kind of a painty city background or something. I don't know. We're not there yet, so it's a big concern of mine right now. Let's do difference. But tone it way down. Like that. Okay. I want to be able to see this brick pattern. I still think his chin should be rounder. And maybe the shoulder should be higher up. Damn, I kind of wish I had more time. It would have been fun to draw Ash Bear as Snow White. Is she in the game? I think she is. Not Ash Bear, but Snow White, yeah. I actually didn't know Ash Bear had a Tumblr till recently, and I was like, oh hey! And I followed her, like the creep I am. Okay, you know what? No, you couldn't see it anyway, could ya? I was gonna include like a little kitty. It's gonna be blocked by the timestamp. Oh, what the hell, I'll include it. It kind of looks like it's coming out of the wolf's chest, but maybe I can like do a little something like that. Little meowgy. I think I might also put some graffiti or something that says meowgy somewhere. Or Seamus or something. I always do something like that. So let me flip it and ink it from this direction. And I can already see shit about it I don't like. Alright, that'll be good enough. Let's go to a pink. Let's go to a green. Ooh, boy, you can barely see it. Let's start inking. Man, I was looking at some of the screenshots for this game, and it's like even more illustrated looking than Walking Dead was. Like, I know that's like how it's supposed to look, don't get me wrong. It's just like, wow. I was looking at screenshots and I thought they were like concept drawings at first. Wolfie nose. This really doesn't look like Seamus. It's like so woofy. Okay, let's do... I'm gonna make the bottom lip like a little thicker and blacker. Kind of like he's wearing lipstick a little bit, but you know how like dogs have kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You know how they have lips? It's kind of like that. I think in like Beauty and the Beast, the Beast had like a really pronounced bottom lip, or like in The Lion King, if you like. Sorry, I'm citing only Disney movies, but they have like a thicker line to represent the bottom lip to show it's like, I don't know, like meteor or something. I don't know. It looks nice though, in my opinion. Though I think I'm gonna bring it in just a tiny bit. My dog just walked away and left me. What a terrible dog. Okay, so I'm going to try to do as much of this like heavy black shading like in the inks. Where's my tool? Let me rotate. And that's mostly just to save me some time. I find myself putting in a lot of unnecessary information in areas that are just going to get covered anyway, so I'm trying to kind of bypass a lot of that. So like here, I think I'm going to go like this. Not like that. Oh, there's a hole there. Oops. Just gonna go in with a little white to sort of clean that up. There we go. Kind of curious what would happen if I just like close some of these lines. Okay, let's do some woofy ears. I think that was my husband. There's always somebody screaming in the background. Okay, now to do the hair. I think it's looking alright. I didn't say that with like a lot of conviction. It's looking fucking great. So in here, this will be black. Does that look okay, even though you can't really... I know you guys can't answer me. That'll do. I'm trying to sort of get my ass in gear on these cards. Like, I feel I spend at least about 40 minutes too long on them. My biggest fear is that he'll drop me as an artist because I'm too slow. So I basically try to do the cards as soon as I hear that he wants them. And, like, yeah, I just try to go super fast. I try not to sacrifice quality, obviously, but go, 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 go. How do hair work? Hair do not work like these. That's right, I'm on a different layer. I forget. At the time of doing this, I'm almost done with another page of my webcomic Turning Human. I haven't taken any commissions recently, obviously, except for Seamus stuff. Though I don't really consider his stuff, I mean, technically it is commission, but it's like one of those things where I don't do it just like once and it goes away. But anyway, I haven't been taking on any commission stuff, and it's like freed up a lot of time for Trying Human, which is really nice because I love me some Trying Human. I feel like kind of a dork that I like my comics so much. I feel like there's some unspoken rule that I have to really dislike it for some reason. I don't know where I get this impression from, but like, I shouldn't be a fan of my own thing. I'm super critical of my own work. Like, I've gotten so much good and bad criticism over the last couple of years that I've gotten like really hardcore about it, but I still love it. Still want to do it. Still want to draw my comic. And for those of you not in the know, I'm going to advertise in the middle of a Seamus video. My webcomic is tryinghuman.com, like trying to be human, only it's just tryinghuman.com. It's about aliens. If you're ever into like UFO stuff with like the Greys and the Reptoids, like that kind of stuff, and like the whole alien abduction subculture thing back in the, it was really prevalent like in the late 80s, early 90s, like when X-Files was on TV and stuff. That's sort of the world that my comic is in. A lot of Area 51, Men in Black, Majestic 12, Roswell, all that good stuff. Though Roswell doesn't play like a huge part in my comic. I don't even know if I've ever used the word Roswell in my comic. Like, it's in the comic by association, but I'm totally talking about like random bullcrap here. I'm sorry. I think there's a little puppy sneaking up behind me. There we go. That's his head. Okay, so Big B like never wears his shirt like buttoned up correctly with like the tie all squared away, but damn it, I'm doing it like this because I say so. One thing I've been trying to do lately is not draw everything like paper thin. Like I try to leave like a little edge to show that it does have mass. That is like not some special thing in the universe that has like absolutely like no girth to it. And it's just like the little things like that that make, well, I feel it makes my drawings look more detailed without like a whole lot of hemming and hawing. Okie dokie. So I think I decided that his body was going to be like right there. I think this one's going to be fun to color. I was going to try to do it more like the screenshots I saw in the game, where it's like a lot of really subdued purples and blues and like grayish greens, but there's this one piece of promotional art that has like a lot of hot pinks and purples and oranges, and I think I'm going to go with that instead because everybody else is doing thumbnails with the subtle colors, and I like to try to make his stick out in one way or another, but at the same time mimicking the game design. The nice thing about Telltale games is they're really illustrated looking. So as long as I do like thick lines and heavy blacks and things like that, it usually kind of already vaguely looks Telltale, even though it's like my own style. Let's give him fluffy, woofy eyebrows, like that. Okay. If you get a chance to see the drawing that I've based this off of, like it's the one that's like where he's standing in front of a brick wall and his shadow, it has the wolfoo in it. I'm drawing the wolf way more vicious than the actual poster. For some reason. I don't know, it looks cooler. It's because I want to. I'm the boss of me. Okay, and let's draw Meowdy. Wolfoo and cat. I'm pretty sure the same artist did Nova's, it's Nova, right, who's doing Wolf Among Us? I think so. A lot of people I follow are doing Wolf Among Us, so I'm getting them all confused. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's the same artist who's been doing Nova's cars. I wish she would have done like a sparkle wolf for Nova. Like a ginger wolf. Ginger snap wolf. Wow, his eye. There we go. Just kind of want to move his mouth a little bit and see what it looks like. First thing I'm going to do is put white behind it. And this is so when I move it around, I can actually see what it will look like and what it will be covering and all that good stuff. So yeah, I definitely think that looks a little better. Looks like it fits on his face better. I don't know, he looks really wall-eyed, and I don't really know how to fix that. I don't know, I'll try to fix it in the coloring. Famous last words. His whole face actually looks a little strange. Sorry, I am a fickle mistress, okay? You just gotta let me do as I'm gonna do. So I think maybe that looks a little better. I don't know. I don't really want to mess with it too much more. I'd like to just get on to the coloring. If you'd let me, I would just sit here and keep going over it. I really need to get like a desk timer. Like allot myself so much time to sketching and to inking and all that. But I guess it's not a race. Can you hear my own frustration? Damn it, I want it to be a race. Gotta go fast, Sonic the Hedgehog. Woo. Okay. So I really don't have the time to get like all fucking anal about the way the bricks are drawn. But I'll try to show you a little trick here. So I don't know why it took me so long to figure out how to do this, but basically I draw a straight line and draw these little triangles where I want my dents, and then I just sort of paint or erase, however you want to do it, but you want to make it look like there's a little more depth to your brick. Also, the less perfect they look, the better. Especially when you're doing kind of like gritty sort of worlds, like the back alleys in New York City or something like that. Like, the bricks are not going to be shining and brand new. And they're not going to be like all uniform either. Just put some marks in there. What you want to try to prevent though is like smearing of your pen. So like try to keep everything really small and like stipply, or it's okay if they're like different shapes. They don't have to be perfect circles, but try to keep from going like that when you're making like little marks inside the bricks. This kind of stuff though on the long sides is fine, like this sort of sketchy stuff that seems to look okay in my opinion. These are just like my own personal brick drawing preferences. A lot of this is going to get covered by the logo, so I'm not spending like too much time going to town on it, but by the logo and the timestamp, so that was weird. Okay, let's color it. So I've done another Telltale title card, and that was The Walking Dead. Okay, I want this one. Sorry. And I try to do it like really realistic style. I don't know if I was like totally successful in that, but I want the base colors from this one. Okay. Yeah, Walking Dead had kind of like this pseudo-realism that I was trying to mimic but failed at, in my opinion. But we're going to use like a lot of that same stuff for the base colors. Huh, that's weird. And then so I've kind of got like my eye half on the reference for the game, and then my eye on the other Seamus I've done. The big thing that I'm learning from doing this is that stuff that I think reads really well in the big version, like the version I'm staring at on, in Photoshop, doesn't actually read that well once it's shrunk down to the thumbnail size. So I try to keep the colors really bold and the shapes really simple. He's a blonde werewolf. Let's do... So some people ask me like why I put blue and purple and stuff under Seamus's eyes. I don't know. I just think it looks right. Which I guess is not like a great answer, but it's the truth. So I'm gonna delete some string. Oh, not like that. I'm gonna delete the color that's behind there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. Oh, I can hear Dave's cat bothering Dave. Deep, serious shading concentration. What he is doing down there. I hear him like messing around in the kitchen. He normally cooks dinner, so I'm not really like all that concerned, but so don't panic. I know this purple is like wild and crazy. It's taken its top off, but it'll look good, don't worry. I need it to be wild and crazy right now. Okay. Man, I'm so nosy. I want to go down there and see what he's doing. So, anybody getting Pokemon X and Y out there? I'm still debating if I want to get it or not. I don't have a lot of time for games these days, which is why I watch so many Let's Players, but I also seem to have like gigantic existential crisis ease whenever I play games. I'm always like, what the hell am I doing with my life? I'm wasting time. Come on. So for those of you not playing the home game, I am lagging right now. So I'd like to stick another color in here, like a yellow maybe would look nice. Being honest, I haven't figured out like a great way to insert other colors without... Oh, that's kind of fucking wild. Okay, let's just try normal, and then we'll go down a layer. Now I might crash out when I do this, so there might be a sudden cut in the video. Let's go filter gallery. Okay, now I think we can smoothly insert my yellow. Whoa. Got a lot of, I got a little Rastafarian there for a second. I'd like to do something. I don't know. Let me look at my reference real quick. Okay. Wait, how do I draw bricks? So I probably want to do some more black on this side, huh? Because it looks kind of funny that there's like black all on this side of his face and then like none anywhere else. So let's throw some in. What are you doing? Don't do that. I swear my computer is not that laggy. It's just that when I start recording for like hours and hours, it really bogs down the computer. See, like when you see it draw these straight lines, that's lag. That's what that is. the number covers most of the arm, huh? Oh well. Whatever. Huh. Sorry, I was just noticing something there. Okay, whatever. No. Okay, let's just put the finishing touches on this, and I think that will be good to go. Also, I don't know how much more my computer can handle. Computer's having a moment. In fact, let me just stop and start this recording again. I know there isn't much time left, but oh well, let me do it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see, I was doing some hatching. I know the colors are just like absolutely screeching on this, but I kind of like it. If he doesn't, I'll change it, but I think it looks like really cool. Like it reminds me of like kind of 80s. Was that Golden Age of comics? I can't remember. Gold and silver. Looks cool. And I almost forgot I need to put some gray or white or something. Neat. did I put that? I guess it is on that layer. It just doesn't look like it. Okay. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this looks good. This is probably like how big you'll see it, or smaller once it's up on YouTube. So, I think one little thing I'm just gonna do is, for some reason I can't see my brush. Okay, there it is. Just that, I wanted to make that arm look a little thinner. It looks strange for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, cool beans. Yeah, Wolf Among Us. And it is done. Okay, so I will see you guys next time, and woofs and woofs and cats and woofs and cats and woofs. Okay, bye.